you and really benefits you and really makes you feel good, just get out of bed and do something hard straight away. And by doing that, you're locking up wins and you're locking up things. Okay, I smashed that out. Now you can have that momentum to smash more things out in the day. So if you can, drop in the chat if you guys do gym or anything in the morning, or you do something crazy like snowboarding in the morning or jumping out of choppers. That'd be cool. Let me know what's going on for you guys. If you're in the Facebook group, yeah, drop some stuff in the comments too. Let me know what's cracking over there. Yeah, so no one's really powerful. There we go. We've got Chris Johnson. Minimum 4K walk every day. Boom. That's fire, brother. I did a 5K walk every day when I was doing the 505 challenge, and frick, you feel good after that. Just walking alone, it's like not hard. It makes you feel so good. Great way to do it. Good on you, Chris. And then highly recommend doing some breath work. If you guys have never done breath work, holy fuck, I tell you what, you're missing out on life. So breath work is just a hard, like an intense breathing exercise that allows you to, like, your mind stop, your emotions stop, all the craziness in your head stop, and you can really get back into your heart. And if you do certain ones of these breath works, you can release DMT, which is like a naturally occurring substance in your head. It can make you feel like euphoria and inner peace and clarity. If you haven't done breath work, let me know. Drop it in the chat. I'll send you some breath work so you can try out straight away. It'll freaking blow your mind. If you want to feel blissful, you want to feel peaceful, you want to feel like it's better than any drug you could ever take, I can tell you right now. Some of the boys that have done it, breathwork in here, can tell you, they can be a testament that breathwork is king. So I highly recommend chucking that into your morning routine if you can. Obviously, some of you won't be able to put 20 things in your morning routine. You just do the things that you can, depending on how you go with your job or getting your kids ready for school or whatever. But breathwork is God, I reckon. And then some meditation, whether you do this in the morning or not, or during the day. I reckon 15 minutes of silent meditation a day will completely change your life. Like, seriously, your brain is constantly ticking, constantly going, and it doesn't stop when you're sleeping. So you don't really get a rest. But when you meditate and you just concentrate on one boring-ass thing, some simple thing, eventually your brain will switch off and you'll get a huge rest. And even if it's 15 minutes or 10 minutes, it'll revitalize you. It'll make you feel freaking awesome. I highly recommend meditation. If you don't know how to meditate or you think it's too hard, let me know and I'll send you some stuff. There's some real simple ones and there's simple music that you can start off with, and then you can go from there, and then you can work into the silent meditations, which are a little bit harder, I suppose. And then after you've done your breath work, your meditation, well, after you've got up, you drank some water first, you've gone into the gym, say, done your breathwork meditation, what I highly recommend is doing some goal setting or planning your day. So before your day carries off and the momentum goes off and all the craziness from social media, work, and other people wanting your attention, just get a piece of paper, a book, and write your day out, what you want to achieve, and give yourself some timings of that. Whether you achieve all them things, it doesn't matter, but you've got a plan. And then when you get to the stage of the day, you think, oh, what am I doing? What should I be doing? Instead of just going onto your phone and scrolling social media like a lot of us do, you have a plan, you can stick to that, and you'll find yourself being a lot more productive. And the more productive doing, the more things you tick off at, the more wins you get. And then when you look back on them days, you can go, I'm a freaking winner. I'm winning, I'm killing it. And this is going to supercharge you. So instead of having a chaos mind where you got social media everywhere, you're having a shit-ass morning, you're really getting slow to work, you have to have a coffee on the way and you're stressing in traffic, this will completely change that. So I highly recommend that. If anyone needs any hand with goal setting or planning the day, I'll send you one of mine. It's pretty simple. Fasting is huge. I'm obviously fasting. I'm doing the 72-hour fast. At the moment, I only do the 72-hour fast once, 4 times a year. But I highly recommend doing one fast at least. Like, so every day, either do a 12-hour fast minimum, I highly recommend. So if say you eat dinner at 8 p.m., then you eat breakfast at 8 a.m., and that's 12-hour fast. Gives your digestive system 12 hours to clean itself out, recharge, and really feel good, and then work your way up. Like 8 hours a day, I eat 16 hours a day, I fast, and I feel way better when I do that. When I go off that and I start eating early in the morning, I really start to for one, I get massive guts, and then I start to feel like shit and sluggish and slow. So yeah, Bo doesn't eat Mondays. Balls. So there's a lot of other people that don't eat Mondays. I do the Monday fast sometimes. I know Brendan Giebel. I think he's on the Facebook group from what someone was telling me. He does it. He fasts every Monday without doubt. So pretty bloody good. If you're not fasting at all and you haven't tried it, highly recommend, because your digestive system's constantly churning food, and it takes so much energy and so much blood to get there and digest that food. So if you can give yourself a break, it gives itself time to heal and recharge. And your brain is, your guts, your digestive system directly connected to your brain. So it's like your second brain. So if it's sick, or you're constantly overfeeding it, or you're never getting a rest, you're going to feel sluggish and you're going to feel slow, and then you're not going to be supercharged, right? And what do we want? We want calm. We want to feel good. We want to feel peace. We don't want to feel that chaos. No? And so if you prepare the night before these things, you prepare your water. What I put a glass of water on the bench before you go to bed. Get your gym gear ready. Put it beside your bed. Set your alarm. You can even plan your next day on your pad. Like, this is what I'm going to do in the morning. And then you've set that intention of, this is what I'm going to do when I wake up in the morning. And then as soon as you wake up, you've got that memory from when you went to bed. If you just don't think about anything, you'll wake up and go, what am I doing? And you'll waste half your time. So I highly recommend that. What I normally do before I go to bed is set up all my gear, my water and everything. And then I, spend a bit of time just being grateful for the shit I've got, because gratitude is the biggest thing that's going to boost your energy. Just be grateful that you've got a bed, that you've got a roof over your head, that you have water, you have clothes. A lot of people in the world don't have any of that. Chris Johnson's Red Bulls are his weakness. Yeah, they're everyone's weakness. If you start drinking them, they're the most addictive thing ever. And then you kind of feel like you need them to be awake. But that's the caffeine. That's the bad side of caffeine. It works really well at first, and then if you don't have the caffeine, your brain actually runs less efficient. So it's one of those things. And the Red Bulls are just shit. If you can get off them, just get off them. There's no judgment for me if you drink Red Bulls. I've drank heaps of Red Bulls before, but I just think they're like poison. And if you really want to feel good and you really want to win, you really want to have lots of energy and feel happy, I just tried to do your best. 4 a day for years. That's hecky. Jack used to smash the Red Bulls. He was a Red Bull king. Red Bull master by the sound of it. Yeah, I've had a lot of nights out. I don't drink anymore. I haven't drank for over a year and a half now, but I used to drink a lot of Red Bull vodkas back in the day like everyone else, so no judgment for me. I just think they're shit. And I highly recommend not doing it. So, yeah, prepare your night before and you'll find that you'll freaking kill it way, way better. So what we'll do now, we'll go through my morning routine, which has been, I was getting a bit slack, as I was saying, the last couple of weeks, and I was still doing everything, but I wasn't doing it to the T. And then through my coach and mentor, Sean, we really jacked this up, and I'm feeling way better. So I wake up at 4:44 a.m. in the morning. It's no different to 4:45, but I just like triple numbers because I don't know, getting a bit woo-woo these days. So I get up at 4:40 a.m. every day. I drink a glass of water, then I jump in the cold shower straight away, and I just count to 3 minutes. So it's probably less than 3 minutes, probably more like 2, depending on how cold the water is. Then I get out of the shower, drink a glass of water, brush my teeth, I walk to the gym. It's only about 800 meters down the road. So walk to the gym, smash out some cardio, and then straight into the weights. So already in that short period of time, I've already got wins on the bank. My momentum's starting to carry through already. Come home and I sit out on the lawn, on the chair with my feet on the grass to do this breath work if I can. Get a bit of sun, get my feet on the grass. We don't spend enough time with our feet touching earth. Like, I know it sounds weird, but it freaking helps. Like, we've always got shoes on, or always inside on concrete. But as animals, we're supposed to be, as electrical systems we are, to be earthing into the earth all the time. So if you don't spend any time out in the ground, highly recommend doing that. Just trying it. Just incorporate it with something else, because otherwise you're just sitting there being bored, sitting on the grass, which is a bit weird. So go to the gym, come back, do the breath work on the grass, DMT breathwork, then straight into some meditation. I do 15 minutes silent, then 15 minutes with a meditative music. I was only doing 15 minutes, but now I've added the 15 minutes purely because I'm doing a social experiment at the moment with some spiritual things that I've been trying. So Shelton on Facebook is asking, what time do you go to bed most nights? So I try to go to bed by 9 p.m, but sometimes it's 10 and sometimes it's 9:30, but it's between 9 and 10. And that's one thing I probably should I will be tightening up, and I need to tighten up, is having the same bedtime as well, because obviously you want the same regular sleep. But I get carried away with work and business and running things and wanting to succeed. So sometimes that time collapses, and sometimes life gets out of, you want to go out, watch the footy or take your missus out, and you might get home late. So it's not really a big deal if you sleep a little bit less. But if you do find yourself doing it often and you want to change, you want to get some relief from that, 20-minute naps and 90-minute naps, no different. Just either 20-minute naps or 90-minute naps in the middle of the day will supercharge that. So if you have a real late night, just have a 90-minute nap at 12 or 1 o'clock, and that'll give you another boost of energy for the day. And if you're at work, they're not going to know if you go for a 20-minute snooze. Hopefully, who knows. And then I go through and I plan my day out. So I plan what I'm doing at 10, 11, 12, 13, all like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, all the way through the day. So I know exactly what I need to achieve, and I go get my calendar, write everything down, have it all set, and then that's what I want to achieve. And if it varies from that, it varies from that. It doesn't matter. But yeah, that's what we want to do. Jack's putting some stuff in the comments here. Yeah, Jack annoys the heck out of me all the time, though. I was joking. Jack's one of the most, he messages a lot. He's really good at communicating with you, so that's good. It's good to have you on here, brother. Help me run this thing too. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, and then on top of that, the last thing I do is fast until midday, so 12 p.m. So when I'm not fasting until 12 p.m, I start eating in the morning. I actually feel less energy and I start to feel shit. For you don't have to fast up until midday. You can just fast till 8 a.m, or you could do your fasting. You can start your fasting early in the evening. I just recommend doing some period of fasting. So it depends what works for you and what works for your schedule and how you feel. The best person to know what's best for you is you and how you feel. And use your inspiration, use your intuition to dictate that. Don't just do what anyone else says because they said it. Just take it on board, see how you feel about it, test it out, and then choose what's for you, because you really, at the end of the day, you know everything because of who you really are. So, yeah, we'll crack on with that. Anyone got any questions about my morning routine, the morning routines I recommend? If you want to have a chat, I'll stop sharing the Zoom for a second. And anyone got any questions? Anyone think this is bullshit? Anyone has anything to add? Let's have a talk. We got a bit of time before I go through the rest of it. No, Dan Scully's there. Look at him. No. No one wants to have a little comment. That's right. We'll keep cracking on. Oh, it's good to see. Good to see you, Mick. Back on the Zoom, brother. Good to hear you. I'll share this screen again. Crack through the rest of this, and I'll show you some really cool shit. So just jump in the chat, Jack, if you can see this screen again. Oh, yeah, you're at work. All good, Dan. Dan's working hard. Good on you, brother. Keeping the country moving. So winners are grinners, right? So the whole reason for this whole morning routine thing and really solidifying it is if you own your morning, you own your day, right? And then if you own your day, you own your week, you own your week, you own your month, you own your month, you own your year, right? So you really just want to lock that in so you're getting wins and you're getting in the back pocket. So you're going to build confidence in yourself. You're going to love yourself. You're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to have that self-worth and more and that self-esteem. And the best thing you can do for yourself and the best way you can love yourself is do the hard things, do the disciplined things that don't feel good and aren't comfortable, That's the best way to show you love. You love yourself so much, you're prepared to get up early, jump in cold showers, to